Well, I bought myself another F100. Not exactly sure on the year. I'm thinking it's a 63, maybe a 64. Only reason why I think it's a 64 is because it's got the it's got the correct bed. Well, the 63s had quote unquote wrong beds. Yeah, this thing is extremely rust free. Like, unlike the 63, this one's still got floorboards. It's from the looks of it, it's another 292. It needs a bench seat and it needs some decent body work. I'm still waiting on keys and all that, but I'm not gonna. It's not a big deal. I can get it started and stuff without the keys, but look at this. It's a beauty. A little update on the 64. We found the covers for the bed. Looks pretty sick. And right now we're trying to see if we can't bring the brakes back to life. Kind of looks like it's working a little bit. Found a battery. We changed the differential fluid. We changed the I'm stuttering. Transmission, and we're changing the oil. Disconnected the fuel tank. We're going to run the oil down the valves and see what happens. First, see if we can't get some brakes going. Hell yeah. Okay, update on the 64 F100. Got a new tie rod coming. That was expensive. We took the spark plugs out, and we're now soaking the 292 with Marvel Mystery oil. We're going to do that for a day or two, and hope that breaks free some of the rust. There was mainly a few cylinders on this side that were rusty, and I'm guessing one or two on that side, but I couldn't really tell from the spark plugs. And then we'll reevaluate here in a day or two. We got the old seat out and took out the the cruddy mat, and well, floorboards. This one's not horrible. Probably just cut right there and patch a new one. But cab mount's gone, and that side, well, I'll have to cut from right there all the way to the door and out, weld a new floor pan, and then I need to get new cab corners. So not terrible. It's better than the 63 still. Oh yeah, we got the seats put in. Well, they're sitting in there. I gotta still take off the old brackets. I'm gonna put 2x4s to make the two seats one seat, and then just bolt it onto the original seat bracket so it bolts right in and slides up and back. We gotta take them back out again though, so I can take out the gas tank and clean it. What else do we do? Oh yeah, we got the hood taken out. I don't know if I said back in the day it wasn't latched right, so it flew open while they're going on the highway and messed up the driver's hood latch and, well, bent the hood. Well, sprung the hood. We're gonna push this back into place and tack it on and then go from there. But the hood is savable. All the guys here agree. But that's where we're at so far with the old 64. Oh, it definitely needs tires though. This one doesn't hold air, and they're all, what, 23 years old? But yeah, I'll be back in a day or two with hopefully a mounted seat and a free engine. It ain't happy about it. Oh yeah, holy shit, it freed up.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Look how easily that spins. Hell yeah. I just got myself with the fan. Attempt 1 at starting the engine. Something's not right. The 63 donated its spare tires so the 64 could have 4 rollers. And we got the tie rod in. It wasn't an exact fit. I think the seat for the ball joint was wallered out, so I had to put a spacer in there for the threads to tighten up more, but it works. They only sent me one, so I worked in customer service to get the second one, so for right now I put the old one in. But it works. It's gonna work. It's flimsy, or in the old one. Yeah, now, oh, we also riveted well, I put new hinges on for one, and we riveted the access back in. Hell yeah, on both sides, so there you go. Now we're gonna go back to working on the Accord, because it's got its bumper in. Fun. Got the gas tank out, and we washed it out, and good news, it's like the 63 and in pretty damn good shape. I ain't gonna say it's amazing, but pretty damn good. And I know I stopped making videos on the Accord a long time ago, but we put probably, I don't know, upwards of 10,000 miles on her. Look, she finally got a new bumper. Now we're just waiting for the grill. She's looking good. Alright, it's been a while because I went on vacation and I didn't want to keep spending money on this truck until afterwards, but got the front cab mounts, and I decided to not spend $300 per side for the actual cab mounts for the 64, which we're working on today, I should have said. And I'm making my own. It's relatively straightforward. It's 19 inches by, I think it was 5, and then inch and 3/4 of an inch. This is obviously where the cab mount's going to sit. Cut out these. It's like 2 3/4 or 3 inches width. So I'm planning on tacking this and bending and tacking, bending. And this, anyways, this goes on this side, drill the hole, put the cab mount through. And then this top sits against the floorboards and welds up against that. It's kind of a mess right now, but I'll show you when I start putting it together. Well, they're far from perfect, but for all intents and purposes, I think they'll work. Alrighty, well, got majority of the rot cut out of the floorboard on the driver's side. It doesn't look pretty, but this is all actually pretty sturdy. This panel that covers the what feels like leather that covers the hole for the steering column is well, rusted out, so I'll need to replace that. I just for right now cut it so I can weld a new floor in. And then this cover that covers the transmission, the access panel, it's also rusted out, so I just cut it. For now, I'll have to replace them both. And then cut out majority of the rust on the wall. I'm just gonna weld the rest up. It's not gonna look pretty, but it'll work. Oh, I'm not a professional. And then there's the old body mount. It actually came out in pretty much one piece. Sick. Alright, well, back to it. Well, that's how it turned out. I'm gonna weld, I don't know, it's like 5 inches by 19, like just a plate over it so it gives more support. And I gotta, yeah, I'm just ordering floor pans because looking at all these curves, and it's just gonna be a pain in the ass to try to bend straight metal and pound it and make it even and look nice. So I'm just gonna order the floor pan. I'm gonna order that center transmission cover. I'm gonna order this. Maybe I won't. I might just ignore that because it really doesn't matter. And then the rubber floor mat to cover it all up. But I'm done for today. Tomorrow is going to be the same thing on that side. Cutting all the rotten stuff out, getting the cab mount out. But as you can see, I'm putting shit back together because I'm done. Actually, you know, I might not do that tomorrow. I might go to storage, get the tires off the 63, and get this thing running. I don't know. Maybe I'll save that to next week. But yeah, didn't come out too bad for just my old welding. Took the parts off the 63, took the battery, distributor cap, rotor, points, condensers, and front rear brakes, and master cylinder. So that's what we're in the middle of right now. I just finished with the cap, rotor, and points. Now I'm gonna hook up the spark plugs, put the battery in, see if we get fire. Maybe. It pulls out.
There it goes. Had to pull it a little harder.
Yeah, it's a little old. Alright, hold on. Okay, let's see. I'm replacing ignition switch on this 64 F100, and I didn't feel like drilling out the key, so I took the screwdriver and I put it in there, applied pressure to switch to accessory, and I took this paper clip and I stuck it up in there and I just started wiggling it back and forth fiercely, trying to get those tumblers to engage, and guess what? It worked. So I didn't have to drill out this ignition switch. Ready?
Yep.
Here. When it kicks, then hit the throttle. Alright, so now that we know the engine runs, just FYI, I got the ignition switch out. I found that we were having trouble keeping the engine running because the key was in the off position, so it was killing power to the coil after we released the starter. So I have it set to run. I'm replacing this whole thing because, well, it's finicky and I don't like it. So got that going on. I'll get that Tuesday. Got the ignition, new one, the lock cylinder right there. Anyways, we know it runs. We know it doesn't like to stay running. So I'm thinking that carburetor just needs rebuilt. And there's a good chance that there's air being sucked in from one of the many vacuum lines. Yeah, so now we're going to do brakes and tires. Got the master cylinder hooked up. We're going to start with the front and work our way back. Oh, I guess I should also replace that tie rod that finally came. It's on the passenger side. Well, finally got this drum off. As you can see, it was the pads were, or the shoes, excuse me, were grooved into the rotors horrifically. Some of the worst I've ever seen. So realistically, we got to replace this. A smart man would replace this. Me, I'm stupid. So I don't want to wait the 5 days or spend the $300 on a pair of drums. So eventually I will, just not today. All jokes aside, I never condone running drums like this. It reduces braking and it's unsafe overall. I just have to put them on because I have to move this truck out of the shop before Monday. So it's gonna just go like 30 feet into the yard. So it's temporary. So I'm getting brake lines and drums, and I'll come back and put them on. But for right now, this is what's gonna go back on it. Yeah, they look good. Well, about half an hour worth of beating later, got the rear drums off, and they look fucking, well, they're a little grooved, but fantastic compared to the front ones. I'm gonna have these ones machined, and I'm gonna actually go check the 63 that I have in storage on Blocks, where I got all the parts really, to see if it has how its front drums are. It's worth checking. Do that tonight, and then if they were in better shape, I'll put them on, or get the machine to put them on. And I just have to get brake lines, 3 of them. 1 for the rubber right there, 2 for the front. But yeah, these shoes haven't seen a lot of love compared to the front ones. I had a lot of meat. These are damn near gone. So got the shoes and master cylinder off the 63. I'm gonna throw on these. Shouldn't be too hard. Only thing I got to fight is the brake on the rear, but nonetheless should have it done pretty. What the fuck is that? What the hell are you? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Well, after some persuasion, meaning I took my pliers and just whacked on the bowl to try to unstick the floats and float needles, she idles. Pretty damn good, too. That's only getting stronger. I spoke too soon. It probably got stuck again and flooded. I got the brakes good, bled them, and then I saw a huge puddle forming. If we look through our little peephole in the floor, you see I had to plug off a brake line because it was cracked right there. So I'm gonna go to the 63 and rob its brake line for the front passenger tire. Replace that, and then this thing should have brakes. I took the drums off the 63 because they were in way better condition than the ones off these ones, not grooved as much. So I just need brake lines, or the rubber brake lines, and I replaced that metal one. In theory, it should be good. Let's see if she'll start again for us. Not very happy. Happy. Well, yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, let's see if we can actually drive. Excuse my improvised gas tank. Oh. See if we're gonna be able to drive it out. Whoa, I'm not gonna be able to record this that well. Forgot to open the gate. All right, back to it. Oh, it died. Doesn't like reverse very well. Okay, come on, girl. That's second, baby. All right, reverse. Don't let me down now. Oh no, so close. Hey, turn tangle works. Okay, one more try. And there she goes. She made it. Hey, you died at the perfect time. I'm back again on the 64, doing the passenger side. I finally got that center hub out, grinded out, or cut off a few bolt heads. Yeah, so as you can see, I got the floor pans. As you see, they're not sitting flush. That's because I need to trim a little bit of the totally 100% professional cap mount off. Just gotta trim a little bit off the top, make it so this sits flush. Other than that, it looks like these are gonna work perfectly. I'm just gonna weld in the entire floor pan instead of chopping the new one up, because they're not, these old ones aren't in the best shape anyways. I'm gonna do the same to that side. Then I'm gonna have to weld a few patches in up at the top, but I have plenty of metal for that. Yeah, so after that, we're gonna get the seat built into a bench, put in here, get the fuel system put back in, and yeah, she should be able to drive. Still need to fix this front right brake line, and yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff to do, but almost done with the cab floors. Look at that. She's all put together. Can you shut that door? Let's see how... You know, I fit in here better than I do the 63. Can you hook the battery up? I forgot about that again. All right. Get in gear. Oh yeah. Oh, she stops amazing. Hell yeah. I don't think my battery's been charging, but oh well. My only strat is to unplug the battery. Look at her go.